Okay, so we're back with another episode of The Final Whistle, giving you an opportunity to see how coaches connect and how we're all maneuvering through the COVID-19 pandemic. I am honored today to have my good friend and the head volleyball coach at AC Flora High School, Erin Groves. Join me. Erin, what's going on?
Andrew, nothing much. How are you?
I'm doing okay. It's a change of venue for me today. I'm up in Nashville visiting my fiance and staying quarantined, so she's not by herself. But how are you? You and the family? Everybody doing okay?
We're doing great. It's a little chaotic with a husband working from home and 3 small children. It makes for probably some interesting video meetings that he's conducting, and the screaming and crying in the background, but keeping life spicy, I guess.
That's all you can do. Just try to make the best of whatever situation. And this is certainly a unique one that we're in, and it's good to see everybody's making the best of it in their own particular way. So you're the first coach that we've had who's primarily a fall sports coach. And for you, you weren't necessarily having to abandon a season that had already started, but I mean, you would have been days away from getting going in regards to spring practice and tryouts and all that stuff. So for you and how you're trying to evaluate your program, what's this process been like for you, and how are you able to still connect and communicate with your team?
We would have started spring workouts on Monday. So in 3 days, we would have been in the gym. I graduated 7 seniors. So our off season was going to really be instrumental to getting ready and getting everyone prepped mentally for their new roles. And we were almost going to be doing a rebranding of who we were going to be in the fall. I'm using probably the same platform that everyone else is using, Zoom. Coaching females, they need to be connected. They need to have that sense of camaraderie to get the most out of my players. So, big group chats and Zoom is where we're going to go with it. And I held a meeting today with my captains for the upcoming season and kind of talked about what it is we want to get out of Zoom and what we can really accomplish with our sport and staying at home when it's such a team sport. And I think what we've decided to do as a team is we're going to check in on Mondays and be given assignments. We're going to give workout assignments that they can do, body weight, explosiveness, athleticism. We're going to do a stay-at-home drill. We're going to do some mental toughness assessments and training, like giving quizzes and getting answers and coming up to maybe some mental blocks that they have and how to work and get through them. And I think the last thing that we're going to try to do is pick a book, some sort of athletic sports mentality book. We're going to agree upon that, and we're going to read it as a group, and we're going to kind of almost do like a little book club with it and discuss any big aha moments or anything that we kind of find profound, and just find a way to stay cohesive in isolation. So that's the goal. I'm optimistic. They're a really serious group of kids who want to work hard and have lofty goals, what they want their season to be, and they know their input determines their outcome. So I'm very optimistic that we'll be where we can get when it comes time that we can be in a gym and together again.
Absolutely. I love that you are putting so much of an emphasis on mentality.
Mm.
I think people assume a lot of times that coaches and players right now are 100% focused on keeping their bodies sharp and staying fit and staying strong. But I think that one thing that gets lost in the weeds sometimes is understanding how difficult this can be on your mentality. All the things
Mhm.
that you're accustomed to doing, especially from a coach's perspective, replacing a lot of seniors or introducing new players or a new scheme or just really building your program, not having those items that are your typical day-to-day, initiatives from a face-to-face interaction, from conversations, from small groups, you can lose that and that can really wear on you. So
Yeah.
that being said, as you're getting ready for a new season where things will be a little bit different, um, how are you anticipating, I guess, really the blueprint of what you would have been able to do as far as implementing a new strategy with new players? How is that going to change now as you prepare for what I've heard a lot of people just call the new normal?
My new normal is going to be a lot more chaotic than what I normally do. I normally have my entire spring, summer, and fall workout progressions and direction is already pre-planned. And everything that I already have pre-planned is gone. But being a coach, you have to get used to the word adaptability. We ask our players to adapt to situations that are out of their control all the time. And I've always had the mind, like concept of, you adapt or you die. And so it doesn't matter that I have probably a year's worth of workouts and progressions done. Planning is great, but here we are, and our new normal is adapt or die. So yes, I would like to be in the gym and working on bringing in a new starting setter and two new middles and one new right side, and I need an outside hitter, an OH1, and that's where I would like to be spending my time, and that's what I'd planned for. But the next best thing that I feel like I can give my girls and my team is to work on themselves mentally, and that's why I'm going to put in that massive amount of work on their mental toughness and how to adapt and be successful and in their adaptations. So that's where we're going to go with it. I don't mm, Volleyball is a sport where there isn't a basketball goal out where you can go out and work on a jump shot. You need your teammates to be able to execute anything. So we're going to take all the energy that we would be putting into those offensive and defensive schemes into ourselves. We're probably going to do some yoga, probably going to do some meditation, handling stress. We at AC Flora, we just got a new region. So our whole normal was gone. We have all new schools that we have to compete with, and if I can't get them ready physically on the court, I'm going to have them mentally ready to go so that when I start adding all those changes, when we get to the gym, hopefully, they're going to be in a headspace to execute.
I think that's fantastic, and I've certainly been able to learn a lot from this conversation and take away just a little bit of what it's like to be in your program, especially during such a difficult time. So I'm sure you've seen it. This is again just an opportunity for us to connect as coaches and discuss what life has been like and how we're handling this situation. We'll post this on Instagram and Twitter and Facebook.
Mhm.
Um, but it is a public forum. So I always want to finish by giving all of the people who join an opportunity to share whatever message that is with the AC Floor community or your players or your outgoing seniors, whatever it is. Just take a quick second, and if there's anything you want to share with them, Have at it.
I think my message would be more geared to other coaches. I've been a coach for, it's working on 20 years now, and we get used to getting in a rhythm, and we welcome the rhythm, and we welcome just the certainty. And I think that this opportunity in this chaos can really give us the opportunity to have a growth mindset, to not be complacent, to get creative. And if we get the chance to be creative, we might be able to walk away with something new that we never would have done before, that's going to make us better for our kids. And I think that's the outlook I'm going to take away and utilize. And I hope that anybody who's watching, can use and seize this moment to better themselves and create and spark something new and interesting within themselves.
I think that's fantastic. So again, I'm so appreciative, Erin, for you joining. I think this has been tremendous. Again, this is Erin Groves, head volleyball coach at AC Flora High School. This is the final whistle.